Alright, yeah, I guess we can just get it started. This is easy. But yeah, this is just... Oh, I'm just gonna...
Already?
Ow. On bomb.
I was
Rod,
waiting
we
for
need
Rod.
you.
Yeah.
Alright. Tyler was here, but alright.
Yours sounds better.
Yep.
Alright, Tyler's been broken, right?
Yeah.
What's good? Who's here in the chat? I can't tell.
What? No, it's your line.
Huh? Oh, okay. I don't know if I can do this character right now without shot. Mr. Wright? So, what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused.
It's funny you say that. You see, the victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 on 21st. He died in the parking lot, and the police department's evidence room.
What's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car.
And that's what we're gonna find out today.
Alright, let's do it.
What is she gonna do?
Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright.
When did you read my mind?
We're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick rimmed glasses of mine are just for show. Aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. Bully.
Go ahead, Rod. I don't think Tyler's here just
You
yet.
too.
Bum, bum. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. Which one? There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares?
Yeah, it was just the victim that was killed. It doesn't matter. Let's move on.
Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I just know it.
This is a flashback.
Are we supposed to read it? No, we don't. Oh, God. My sister, erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never.
Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister.
That's not it at all. It's just we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her.
How do people keep reading my thoughts? I'm not saying this out loud. Whether there was blood before or not, the water in the oil drum washed it all away.
Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright.
Why do you look like that?
The situation calls for one thing, and that is luminal testing fluid.
Luminol.
Blood is sticky stuff, you know. Can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there.
But wouldn't the police have already done these tests?
Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Just give it a try.
Why do I have to do it?
I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet.
We're testing bloodstains, not drinking. But I'll start.
Here, look. I'll lend you these glasses.
Oh, you have an extra pair?
To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on. Like this. Okay, let's find us some bloodstains.
Everything's so red.
Just play the SVU song. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, I can see something. Is this the bloodstain?
Executive producer. Oh. It's so.
Emma, you're shaking.
It's just. This is my first time seeing real blood.
Scientific investigation, huh?
Okay, well. You definitely know that this is a blood stain. Blood. But doesn't something strike you as odd, scientifically speaking, of course?
What's odd about this? The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood?
I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe.
It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this.
Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find a bloodstain, okay? See? Pretty handy to have around, right? See.
Sure. And this looks pretty handy too.
I saved up my allowance to buy that.
Wow.
We can't be sure the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case.
Then let's try the hidden evidence out.
It feels like we're really investigating a crime now.
Guess we should just search brain cells.
Oh no.
That's probably fucking Angel again. I could be wrong,
Oh.
but I think it's Angel.
Yeah, no idea.
Huh?
Pa.
You didn't know why?
Go ahead.
Pa.
Oh.
I thought Chris said this was Angel Star.
I don't know who this is.
That's me.
Oh.
Yeah, but I've been doing Angel.
Ha!
Who?
I've
Oh,
been
Anthony,
doing Angel.
you're okay. Fine, Anthony. I guess you want to be Angel. Okay, Anthony, fine.
I didn't know you guys were talking to me. Like, what?
No, wait.
Warren.
I'm in.
I'm so confused.
Why don't y'all just make an executive decision? I don't care who does it.
I mean, you already got the word.
That's true.
Mhm.
Would somebody like to be Emma? Emma?
I
Tulip
guess.
did a
That's
really
up to
good
y'all.
Sure. I guess since I'm basically the defendant here, so and I haven't shown up yet, so I guess I can.
I mean,
That's
Alright, let's continue.
yeah, I was gonna ask Tulip because he did a really good one last week, and
I mean,
I don't know does he even play character? He only plays Meekins. Wait, but Vamp, you don't even play anything. Wait.
against the defendant.
Oh yeah.
so okay.
But I think Tulip's muted. He's probably gone or something. So
He's making dinner. All right. He said that I can go ahead. So okay.
okay.
Coolio.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay.
Mister.
You only trust your own eyes, hmm? Not bad, you two. This day-old W box is on the house.
Sorry, that doesn't sound very good.
You certainly put me in a tight spot today.
My apologies, Miss Star, but
No, it's okay.
Oh, we know.
I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry.
Sorry? You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable.
Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman.
I don't believe you.
I know this photograph has something important, but what?
Tulip. So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Star?
Yes, it was a long time ago. 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up.
They coughed it up?
They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be your angel too.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Every day, I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long, they called me the cough-up queen.
Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches.
And then you were let go. Or fired.
I felt that I had found my dream job, and I became an investigator.
Oh, I think it's a flashback.
Okay.
Rip.
It's all because of that case, the SL9 incident.
Wait, how old is that case?
See.
Oh.
What do you think about this?
The SL9 incident? I got it out.
Yeah.
It's written on that knife. And on that note, Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know.
Really?
That knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon. It was due for transfer the very day that Goodman was killed. And as I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet.
Do you think you could tell us more about the incident? Okay, I guess not.
Tell me, great science, tell me. They don't wash my legs. Oh. If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guardrail. But even I get flustered sometimes.
So you went straight to the scene of the crime?
I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo.
Oh, it's me. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime.
Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were.
The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Star. You were lying was the problem.
Listen, little girl, I've had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time.
That time.
That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable.
Disposable? To who?
2 years ago, it was the biggest case I've ever handled. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence.
So, they didn't solve it?
On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed.
Executed?
Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. Doesn't get any clearer than that. The only problem was they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred.
But the criminal was executed for it.
On the basis of evidence of a sort, made up evidence.
What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence?
The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job.
And you were one of those?
Myself and one other person you know well.
Wait, could it be?
Exactly, Detective Jake Marshall.
That wasn't my guess.
Oops, I mean Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigate that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I.
You haven't forgotten SO9.
There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one in the fancy offices can stop us.
Wait! Those lunches you sell.
There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate.
Miss Stars with boyfriends. Good for her. And just when all the detectives on SO9 have disappeared, we find new evidence.
To be a connection.
So rookie.
What?
It seems like you're serious about investigating this case.
Yes.
Then you should take this.
A Salisbury steak lunch.
I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat.
Miss Star? Officer Marshall, is he your, Are you his... Are you going out?
Why do you want to know?
I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along well with my sister and kind of made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then.
This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective.
But now he's so cold.
Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that.
I see. Thank you.
Officer Marshall.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Welcome
Well,
back.
Yeah,
Welcome
sorry, I
back.
had a emergency of the bowel degree.
Well, we didn't need spoilers. Now, I hope you have your soundpad open.
I do. What did I miss?
Nothing in particular.
Did I have
Basically,
lines?
Angel was just being mean.
Yeah.
Is that a lasso? A trick lasso? What?
Yo, this is McCree's hideout.
Alright. Maya, I need you to start taking all the tools in here.
According to the pamphlet, this guard station for the this is the guard station for the evidence room.
Oh, right, Maya's not here anymore. Hi, Maya. That's what I.
It sure seems that way. Oh.
What's wrong?
It's those cacti. They're so prickly. It's so imposing. It's hard to think straight.
If you can't think straight, I don't know what to tell you. What I want to know, though, is where's the guard in this guard station?
I have a feeling I know who he is already. Of course. Because the booze, cowhide shit, and fucking cacti don't say anything about it.
This place is so frantic as always.
Wasn't that...
Hey, Adams, are you here?
Just died. Feels bad.
Oh, he's got that voice in the back.
Oh, I guess not. Okay. I guess I'll do it till Adams gets here. Adams has a pretty good gumshoe. Yeah, one steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you guys.
Gumshoe.
Hey, now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. Gotta practice my combos and whatnot. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland.
Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale.
Yeah, that's enough to break a guy's heart, you hear?
I can hear it.
Well, now's no time for despair. This game has comeback mechanics, and we've caught our criminal. Now we just need that evidence, yo.
The criminal? You mean...
Yeah, you heard about the stabbing at the police department evidence room, right, pal?
Well, yeah.
Oh, that's when I slammed my head on the table.
It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy, you hear?
But Gumshoe, who was it?
Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. And some more super meter. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fulfill my belly or my bar.
Wait! Don't leave!
You wanna know more, kid? Head on down to the detention center. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there if you have a good cry. Later.
He ran off to the evidence room.
Well, this is a nice start.
Still, I do feel bitter about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they?
Sure. Let's not talk about that. I don't know what's going on.
What was that?
Oh my god.
Who's this?
Sir, that's what I'm saying! Me? A perpetrator? I'd say I was the perpetrator again, sir! That's what I would say!
Aw.
Hi! Greetings, sir!
Wait, I know who you are.
Really? Oh, this is the first time this happened to me.
Officer Meekins. So you're a guard here at the detention center?
No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir.
Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report?
No, sir, how should I say this?
Wait. No.
No.
Officer Meekins, you didn't.
Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir!
What? What?
What a twist.
Mr. Lawyer, your hair is very spiky today.
Thank you.
Sir, I'm a patrolman, sir, with General Affairs, sir! Sir!
I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins.
I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir!
So normally there's a guard at the evidence room.
That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall!
Marshall?
Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room! A suspicious person, sir! A suspicious person!
Wow. What happened?
You really don't have to scream. I don't think there's even glass between us. We just pretend there is.
So what happened then?
After that, sir, everything went white, I saw red, I blacked out! And when I came to, I was here in the detention center.
How long were you out?
Ask, what happened to your hand?
Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir.
A bandage on his hand. Just like this guy.
Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office.
First things first. How'd you do that? So you're the perpetrator. You killed Detective Goodman in the evidence room.
Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to label me as a perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim.
Again, there's no actual glass between us. I can hear you just fine.
Yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that.
Did you know the victim?
Well, sir, if I had to label him a stranger or a total stranger, then I would say he leans heavily on the total stranger side.
So you didn't know him?
Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of lights or other creature comforts.
Ah,
I don't know any detectives.
So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him?
Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir.
At least someone around here is more confused than I am. So your hand, did it happen during the crime?
Well, you see, sir,
Don't you think you should just confess?
but sir, but there was nothing I could do.
Nothing you could do.
Sir, to tell you the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious.
The next thing you knew. Okay.
Then, when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir, all alone. Alone, because Detective Goodman had disappeared.
What?
Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my head, sir. Oh, the shock! Oh, the sorrow, sir! Can you imagine how I felt?
The victim's body disappeared.
That's some story.
Oh boy.
Do you think you could take a look at this?
Hey. That's it, sir! That's it! That's it!
That's what?
My head was a blank until this very moment. But sir, now I remember, sir.
You remember what happened tonight?
Correct! That card was the cause of it all.
This ID card?
Exactly, sir! That's exactly it! Nothing could be more exact, sir! Nothing!
Okay. Tell me what it is that you do remember.
Well, sir, you might say I'm a lost little patrolman, a lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room.
And that's why you thought he looked suspicious.
Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card.
Well, that sounds pretty much like the book so far.
That's right, sir! That's what I've been trying to tell you!
So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do?
That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me!
What?
Sir, I assure you, I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him. Twice!
Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him.
Do unto to others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir.
What happened then?
Well, my eyes, sir, everything went white when I awoke. I was here.
Right.
So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you?
What do you mean, Emma?
Let's look at what we know. No, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. And the victim who he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't know if anyone actually died.
That's it, sir! That's it! That's what I wanted to say! Did say something along those lines.
Uh-huh. But you still ended up here.
They told me that if I had to be him, they told me that it had to be him, sir, on that day, at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said.
But you don't remember this clearly.
No, but the videotape is quite clear.
Huh? Videotape?
For the security camera! The crime! My crime! The crime I swore to stamp out! It's there! It's me! I'm on the tape!
Okay. A little over dramatic. And you waited until now to tell us this?
I'm really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it.
No thanks. I have several.
I have.
Let's leave.
I can see very clearly. They only have one.
But when I open my coat, I reveal 8 more.
Hey, Mr. Wright! Look who's standing at the chief detective's desk.
It's Gan.
And you're sure this is all, hmm? Search inside your soul. You know what it means if there's anything missing.
I don't care. Random person.
It's likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats, under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine, inside his mother's...
I see. That'll do. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, deal?
Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir.
The chief of detectives looks a little flustered.
Oh, right, oh, my boy. How you been? You been swimming much?
Yes, Chief Gan. Reporting for duty, sir.
Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright?
I don't know. Is Edwards going to be okay?
Oh, Worthy? You know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him.
Sounds like an inquisition.
Yeah, more like a confession. But they've had no end of trouble with that boy since last year.
You mean the incident in Gold Lake?
Well, it doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, now does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, isn't that right, Righto?
Von Karma.
A legend that man was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence.
But he did forge evidence.
Well, in any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of a turmoil, you might say, in need of revival. Why, they'd do just about anything to restore the reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for our boy Worthy.
What?
It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on his own turf, too, I mean.
There being the prosecutors, I assume.
Scientifically speaking, it's impossible.
Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That is what it says right here.
And what evidence is this?
Oh, now, Righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it.
I wasn't expecting much anyway.
You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets, I can't stand them. The devil's work. But you know, It's a full-time job, just keeping the chief of detectives' trap shut.
Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier.
Oh, you saw that? Oh, a well-deserved reprimand.
I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do.
Let's see if we can find let's see if we can kind of discreetly figure this out. I totally lost it.
Yeah.
Tyler.
Oh, sorry you had to see that.
What exactly did the chief of police want you to do?
Well, see over there, that's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it out for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can.
So nothing belonging to the Detective Goodman is still here?
Of course not. I mean, well, there's this one thing.
What? You kept something?
Shh. Don't say it out loud. Why would you shout that? It's not that important anyway. You didn't even finish with it. It's a lost item report. It's only half complete anyway.
A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something?
The date on it is February 21st, 10 days before February 31st. I should go back to investigate the police department crime scene. Goodbye. Wait. Can you do me a favor?
Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright asked me for help.
Can we investigate the evidence room?
Well, righto. Ask and ye shall receive.
On second thought,
But please, do I look like a selfish man? Answer me honestly now. Heck, if anyone asked me, Sir, can I borrow $50? Well, I'd give that man $50. And I'd give him 50 more and I'd say, son, this is an investment in your future. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out.
Just goes to show you never know until you ask.
And for you here, you can borrow this.
Hey! This is a detective's ID card, isn't it?
That is a special card for guests, so don't you lose it.
Yes, sir. It's an honor.
You just run along and do your best now. I'll see you later, folks. Hallelujah.
It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. Keep wanting to say lapel instead of lapel.
happy.
Yes, sir. Because, sir, we get into the evidence room now, sir. Ow.
I think this place is a bad influence. Let's stay away from cops.
Let's stay away from cops.
The evidence room is beyond that door.
And we have the ID card from from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open.
Oh, the card reader's just turned off.
What is that security guard thinking?
Alright, Italian, Europe.
Howdy.
Son of a
That's it.
bitch.
Officer Marshall. What a surprise.
Easy.
What? This here's my saloon.
We're here to investigate the crime scene. I'm trying so hard not to go back
that
into.
card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts.
Yeehaw! I'm trying not to slip back into my so bad.
Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. Crime scenes await.
I'm not one for standing around.
While we're here, I need to ask you some questions.
Damn it, Tyler.
Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres.
So you're busy.
Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you.
No, you said other words.
Is Tyler super quiet for anyone
Yes.
Am I?
else? Oh,
Yeah. Super.
yeah, I have you at
He is super
200% and I can barely hear you.
How about now?
Can you
Still
speak?
pretty
bit
quiet.
better.
Hey, I will figure it out. That smell reminds me of Texas.
So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas?
No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby?
Yes, Miss Star.
What's this?
What? What's wrong?
Filet steak lunch. I see. I see.
I don't see. I wonder what it means.
All right, Bambina, you win. All right. All right. What do you want?
What do you want?
Finally.
He's willing to talk.
I feel like a new man.
God damn it, stop! Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right?
You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it.
Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us.
Ah, that poor little doggy. Poor guy, I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly.
He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station.
Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know?
So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? I'm like trying so hard not to get back into my
I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy.
Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy.
There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place.
You mean the security cameras?
I don't take to machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know?
Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago.
It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire.
You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you?
That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it.
A man's gotta have rules.
Damn it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened.
There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Why is it called Bambina?
It's
Because he's Italian.
Okay.
Italian.
Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago.
2 days ago, the day of our case.
That's right. The evidence transfers.
Andros was talking about this too.
I know what maybe 2 of the machines do here.
Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen.
Like I said, Bambina, me machines, well, I like them as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. Easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras.
These are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned.
If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours.
Mr. Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes?
I reckon they might be.
You're the security guard and you reckon.
One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card.
The card reader by the door, yes.
The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through.
So this is the ID card record.
Hey, I've seen that somewhere before.
Sorry, Bambina. Can't show you more than that.
Uh-huh.
I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet.
Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before.
Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. But how?
See this? This is the victim's ID card.
Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot.
The number on this is 584-28189.
Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. Look, the 4th number. It's a perfect match.
It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing.
What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world.
So, when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room.
But wait, what did Officer Meekins say?
Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record.
I've got an idea. I should probably show this to other people. Can you explain what a transfer rule is?
We only keep evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see?
And what happens after 2 years?
Goes to sleep in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transfer. We do it every February.
I see now.
Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved,
Someone call the Undertaker.
Oh my fucking god!
Never to be reopened again, never to be reinvestigated.
And that happened to SL9 2 days ago. It's quiet. The investigation must be over.
So this is the evidence room. It really is kind of like a graveyard.
Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. And this feels like a morgue.
Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Ah! Did she just bitch slap him? Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
Actually, Anthony, do you want to take this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I actually typed to Anthony first before I typed to you, Xavier. So I thought he just didn't want it.
I was showering. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts in the head, pal. I'll figure it out. So, is it true what I heard? Hmm?
Yes.
Chief, police, get. Well, loan anyone, Fitty, even me.
Try to impersonate Arturo.
Oh, so that's why you were what you were talking about.
Well, but actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today.
Just for today.
Just for today.
Lost for a day?
Well, guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day. Phoenix Wright.
Thank you.
First of all, you want to have this.
So, Detective Gumshoe, you're a boss for today.
That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in this great police department.
But if you're a boss, why are you all alone? Weren't you an underling? Or where are your underlings? I can't read today.
They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial.
In other words, you got kicked out again.
I'm adamant, though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest in my own evidence locker, a POW.
What?
You have a locker here, Detective.
Ha ha ha! Of course, I'm a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open. POW.
Only you can open?
You're back, Adams?
I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens.
I can't. I feel like I know who you're trying to imitate, but I can't remember the name.
Don't worry, here comes you.
So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee right now, right?
They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in this great court today.
Goldblum, that's the name.
I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case.
That case?
That case. Yeah. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth.
One sec, be right back. Adams v. Phoenix.
Me be Phoenix? Okay.
Good.
Yeah, take it back.
This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it.
Using their ID card?
Using their ID card. Well, pal, ID cards can't be lost. Why? I'm on my third card since entering the force already.
Sounds like a lot.
Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand.
Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint.
Emma, you're incredibly bright. The lock for each locker is coded with the fingerprint.
Oh my god.
So the only locker we can open is our own.
I hate how he's simping for Maggie over here. He has a picture of Maggie in his locker. I hate it.
No, that is so
You're
cute.
right, that is Maggie.
Simping? That's just cute.
Maggie is beautiful.
Okay, when she doesn't pay him any attention, it's not cute.
Stalkers.
She is just mad at him.
Uh-huh.
Probably.
Probably.
Funny. They look like normal lockers.
Great observation, Emma Sky. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles. See?
The handles?
On the other side of the handles is a sensor. And if the wrong person happens to touch it,
You get a shock.
if that's what happened to my hand, would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Could you believe that? Detective Goodman's note and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone.
Oh shit, that's me. Because of the SL9 connection.
Incredible. That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know. 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared.
But why would evidence of the case turn up now?
I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. Now that was a bloody violent case.
Violent? So it was murder?
A serial killing.
Serial killing. Maybe I don't want to get involved with this after all.
But the killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edward built his case around that to nab him.
It ain't me this time.
Sorry. No, yeah, no. I was out in a different window.
And this was 2 years ago.
That put Mr. Edward right in the spotlight and started the rumor mill.
Rumors about forged evidence?
It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is.
Huh? What do you mean?
Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL incident, SL9.
So that switchblade knife.
The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? It is so confusing playing Phoenix. I don't know a voice for him. There's something sticking out of here.
Rod's back. You gotta just let
finally,
you.
Take your shit back. I can't play you.
Your cursed position.
It's alright, it's a hard job to do.
Looks like a
But someone's gonna
shit.
die.
I guess it must be evidence from some case.
I wonder if Gumshoe put this here. I could ask him, but I won't.
There you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was opened recently.
How do you know?
Quick question. I'm a Sky. If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence?
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too.
Wow.
I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt either.
Wow, that was incredibly rude.
Rude.
How?
Do with that? Yeah, I guess that's your line. Oh, I gotta fucking slide. Yeah.
Oh look, more blood.
It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here.
It looks like someone tried to wipe it off.
Mr. Wright! What if there are other bloodstains left in the room?
We should use this thingy to check it out.
Look, this one's open, and the red light indicator above the door is lit.
That handprint is literally the bloodiest handprint I've ever seen. And that locker is coated. Fuck.
Oh, Detective Goodman.
Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that?
Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it.
It's empty. The contents must be somewhere else.
Someone left a glove here, but only one.
Again, it could be Gumshoe.
Wow, you are literally hurting my feelings. That's evidence from the case, you know.
SO9. It does have a tag.
Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces.
Maybe it's Gumshoe.
Phoenix Wright, please. You're hurting me.
You're hurting me.
That's apparently from the case.
The case? Like, we don't know what it is?
The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the other pieces there?
Another piece of SO9 evidence. What can I make these into?
You want to try and put it back together?
Oh, it's literally the funniest thing I've ever heard. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up.
That's why I always carry around a tube of glue.
What?
So this was at the bottom.
Wow.
I hate this fucking part.
Oh my god.
Oh, I fucking hate this goddamn
We fixing
part.
lamps again?
Yeah.
DS technology.
This one.
Oh, yo.
I want to say it's this one. That's wrong.
No,
Yeah, honestly, anything involving this fucking stupid
there it
vase
is.
is the
definitely that
the
one.
bane of my existence.
okay.
This vase is the bane of my fucking existence. I fucking rotate it.
no, that's after.
Rotate it, you stupid.
Number 4, I think.
Oh, 4? Oh. Oh, look at
Yeah.
that. You're right.
Then
Yes.
Yeah. I think
3,
3.
I believe. No,
What? The imposter?
no.
Oh, it's
um,
Q
no,
and
I can
R
do
to
that.
rotate? Yeah.
I think it's,
It was that one you had.
Is this
Okay.
one?
Yeah.
Okay, I
Is
guess
it
Yeah.
going this way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
That was my bad then.
That one's easy.
Which one? Is this one? I don't know, this one.
No.
No, the imposter.
What's this
No,
one?
the fourth
Maybe?
one.
It's the first one.
Is it
The
though?
first?
Oh yeah, I see it
Yes.
now.
Yes,
I was
it
like
is.
that.
Yeah, it is.
That doesn't feel right.
It's right.
Oh, that's definitely right. Oh wait, no, it's not. Never mind.
It is, but it didn't look right.
Oh.
The model did not look
Oh, yeah.
right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Keep
No,
it buttoned
I hate this thing. You guys are gonna see later why I hate this thing. I hate this fucking vase. It's a piece of shit. Oh.
Nah.
It's the other
No,
piece.
it's the other one.
It's
Yeah. Other way.
Oh, like this
No.
way? God damn it! I hate this fucking
the
thing.
the circular side.
No, because that's the top.
No,
That's the top.
Oh yeah.
It's under the
Ah,
I guess it has to be the other one then.
firmly grasp it.
Like
So that one?
I don't get it.
Firmly grasp it.
No. The way you had it
This
before
way? Like this
that. No,
way?
the way you had it.
This way?
No,
This way?
that.
Oh, that
way.
doesn't look right.
It's
Oh,
3D, remember that.
Firmly grasp it.
No, I hate this vase. This vase is the fucking worst. It's the bane of my existence.
Oh, we're missing a piece.
Oh, I wonder why.
Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing.
Uh-oh. I got pasta in my mouth.
That's
I got
okay.
pasta.
Take your time.
Okay. Whew! Some good pasta.
Wait,
Now.
you were able to talk, but you had pasta in your mouth still?
Yeah, I got that far too in 2 minutes. The problem is finishing it.
Were some pieces stolen?
I bet they were missing to begin with.
Still, Phoenix Wright, Emma Sky. It doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar.
I kind of understand how it got broken.
Now we have to go play investigation on a broken pot? Okay.
Don't we always have to play investigation?
I mean, fair, but...
That's a lot of evidence.
Now, allow me to say one more thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing, nothing, nothing.
Oh, I'm trying to get us a spray. I thought I could present it to him. How do we fucking spray shit?
Get off my table.
Yeah, I'm trying to spray shit. Alright, so that's how you check. Yeah, like I'm trying to get her to fucking. She won't
So you're there.
fucking. Oh.
So check the
No, I think
check the
yeah,
court record.
Check the IGN guide.
the court record. It won't let me use it from the menu. Oh, that's weird. I can just
Yeah,
spray it
that's
fucking like immediately. That's weird.
Immediately.
Damn, enter.
I knew it. This is someone's right handprint.
And gumshoe?
What's the matter, detective?
This locker, it's mine.
It's yours?
Please, help me, please. Promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? Please.
This is an important clue. I'll jot it down quietly.
I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police.
What? But you're a detective.
5-0.
You're the 5-0.
Well,
That's a lot of blood. I'm not a professional, but I think they're dead.
Oh fuck. Pale blue blood, Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien. Oh my god.
excuse me.
This proves that something really happened in front of this locker.
An abduction.
Go ahead.
Could Detective Goodman really be Mexican?
Oh my god, stop!
Oh!
Oh! Why am I getting a reaction here?
There's no reason for the murder to touch this spot if you fled out the door. This might be significant. Or nothing.
Oh my goodness. That's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. I have to say.
What? This? It's called luminol testing fluid.
Where'd you get your hands on that, pal?
Huh?
I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief.
So where do you get this, Emma?
I always buy it by mail order.
Well, gonna jot this down again. I should probably spray something else, just to be safe.
That's it. We're on an Edgeworth office. I think.
Spraying my shoes.
I'll miss you.
No, you won't. Shut up. I hate navigating this goddamn fucking court case. I gotta do all this effort just to get to Edgeworth office. Look at all this shit I gotta do.
Yeah, you'd think that it'd just have like all the rooms available from wherever you're at.
No, they only do that in the later games.
Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday.
And it'll be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. And Edgeworth's not here.
I'm sure he's off doing important investigations.
I sure hope so. We'll just have to come back.
Must be missing something. Son of a bitch.
It's me, Austin.
It's me, Austin.
Son of a bitch.
Maybe, yeah, I need to fucking...
Did you stream? Oh, never mind.
No, I don't think... It might have died, but yeah, so like... Maybe I missed something with Gumshoe. I'll present something.
Don't you have a walk guide for this?
This shit sucks!
Yeah,
The walkthrough doesn't tell me anything. I haven't found another one. So I'm doing this off the top of my head. Again.
Fantastic.
Yeah, the fact that we got this far without me fucking up is its own surprise. It doesn't, the one that I'm looking at doesn't tell you how to investigate. It only tells you to do shit in the court cases. Like, in court.
Great.
And I'm like, man, fuck this goddamn guide. Like, give me something. But I talked all the way through with him. I was like, alright, I remember this. I did every single point that I thought we had to do. And because we have to go to Edgeworth after this and talk to him about some shit. I mean, I could probably just find a new guide, honestly. That's probably what I should have done. But...
Probably.
But... Fucking, this case is a...
Yeah, this case is convoluted. Too much investigation.
Yeah, honestly, like... I'm so dreading the court case, like the court trial after this is because it's so dog shit. Okay, so we had I'm trying to figure out. Did I not? So I examined that, yeah. Trying to figure what's important here. I don't think the paint's important. Got the glove. I'm trying to think, like, Tulip, help me out. What am I missing?
I don't know. I already told you. I don't remember. I don't remember this case that well.
You don't? Come on, Tulip.
No, I don't. This is the only case I don't remember that well. This is so long. And as I said, convoluted.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, we could just...
Left, right down. Put in the cheat code.
So, he has everything, blah blah blah.
Maybe we gotta talk to
look at
Jant
that paint.
again.
What's up? The paint is not important. I promise you.
Just look at the paint.
Okay, hold on. We're just...
Watch it dry.
Well, if the paint is the oh my god.
Exactly. Exactly.
Is the paint
Now,
actually?
now,
But the paint
Winston,
has
go through the whole thing and then relook at the paint. We gotta say those lines.
Oh my god. Okay.
Go through it. Come on.
Anyway.
This is why
No,
Rod
no,
is
no, no, no.
Phoenix.
Hold on. Okay, it's. I don't think the paint's important, man.
Now hold on.
So fine, go through the lines. Go through the lines. Go.
What is the son of paint doing here?
Since the dawn of
He's
time,
probably.
true pasta has always been a war against oppression.
True art. I noticed that there's a blue and yellow paint here.
Perhaps we're witnessing the birth of the Blue Badger.
Well, Phoenix, right. You might say this is my studio.
Here, in the evidence room.
Aha, aha.
Maybe we should spray on the Blue Badger. Check the blood.
I don't think like what we need to do is here. Maybe we need to talk to somebody else and do
Time to
something
look
else.
for a guy.
Alright, so what if you spray the Blue Badger with luminol?
There's the Blue Badger at the police station.
Exactly.
What? What?
We got nothing else.
What? I don't.
He is the witness.
That's not the thing here. It's like the worst part. So I think I figured out what it is, Tulip.
Did you?
I don't have any evidence for this thing. Like the one skull that's sticking out, I need evidence for it, right?
Do we
I?
talk to Master Gang?
Huh?
Wait, do you have to spray it?
I don't. No, I sprayed the locker. But I need evidence for that. What's up?
Isn't that like the locker that you need to use? This is for the ID card, or was that just to get into the
The
room?
ID card's to get in the room. So what's up? Go
which
ahead.
walkthrough?
Why the hell are there handcuffs attached to a door for a car that's in here as well?
Which walkthrough am I on, Tulip?
Yeah, like which page?
What do you mean, which page?
Like there are multiple ones.
I said I should go to fucking Game FAQ. I'm literally looking at other ones. I didn't. That's the one I found was not on Game FAQ.